We decided to use the dialogues and soliloquies from Act 2, Scene 3, lines 1146 to 1195 and 1413 to 1514.
We believe these are crucial parts of the act that propel the action.
This propels Othello to make the decision to remove Cassio from his current position
and help further execute Iago's plan. It leads Cassio to seek advice from Iago while unaware of his intentions.
Convinced by Iago, Cassio will beg Desdemona to help him regain his position as Othello's lieutenant,
simultaneously causing jealousy in Iago, sparked by Iago's deceiving words and observations. Enjoy!
Welcome, Iago. We must to the watch.
Not this hour, Lieutenant. 'Tis not yet 10 o' the clock. Our general cast us thus early for the love of his Desdemona, who let us not therefore blame. He hath not yet made wanton the night with her, and she is sport for Jove.
She's a most exquisite lady.
And I'll warrant her fun of game.
Indeed, she's a most fresh and delicate creature.
What an eye she has! Methinks it sounds a parley of provocation.
An inviting eye, and yet methinks right modest.
And when she speaks, is it not an alarm to love?
She is indeed perfection.
Well, happiness to their sheets. Come, Lieutenant, I have a stop of wine, and here without are a brace of Cyprus gallants that would fain have a measure to the health of Black Othello.
Not tonight, good Iago. I have very poor and unhappy brains for drinking. I could well wish courtesy would invent some other custom of entertainment.
Oh, they are our friends, but 1 cup, I'll drink for you.
I have drunk but 1 cup tonight, and that was craftily qualified too, and behold, what innovation it makes here. I am unfortunate to the infirmity, and dare not task my weakness with any more.
What man, 'tis a night of revels! The gallants desire it.
Where are they?
Here at the door, I pray you, call them in.
I'll do it, but it dislikes me.
If I can fasten but 1 cup upon him, with that he hath drunk to-night already, he'll be as full as quarrel and offence as my young mistress' dog. Now my sick fool Roderigo, whom love hath turned almost all the wrong side out, to Desdemona hath to-night caroused. Potations pottle deep, and he's to watch. 3 lads of Cyprus, noble swelling spirits, they hold their honors in a wary distance. The very elements of the warlike isle. Half I to-night flustered with flowing cups, and they watch too. Now amongst this flock of drunkards, to put our Cassio in some action that may offend the isle. But here they come. If consequence do but approve my dream, my boat sails freely, both with wind and stream. What, are you hurt, Lieutenant?
I, past all surgery.
Merry heaven forbid.
Reputation, reputation, reputation. Oh, I have lost my reputation. I have lost the immortal part of myself, and what remains is bestyle. My reputation, Iago, my reputation.
I am an honest man. I thought you had received some bodily wound. There's more sense in that than in reputation. Reputation is an idle and most false imposition. Oft go without merit and lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation at all, unless you repute yourself such a loser. What man? There are ways to recover the general again. You are but now cast in his mood, a punishment, more in policy than in malice, even so as one would beat his offenseless dog to affright an imperious lion. Sue to him again, and he's yours.
I will rather sue to be despised, than to deceive so good a commander, with so slight, so drunken, and so indiscreet an officer. Drunk? And speak parrot? And squabble, swagger, swear, and discourse fustian with one's own shadow. O thou invisible spirit of wine, thou hast no name to be known by, let us call thee devil.
What has he that followed with your sword? What had he done to you?
I know not.
Is it possible?
I remember a mass of things, but nothing distinctly. A quarrel, but nothing wherefore. Oh God, that men should put an enemy in their mouths to steal away their brains. That we should, with joy, pleasance, revel, and applause, transform ourselves into beasts.
Why, but you are now well enough. How came you thus recovered?
It hath pleased the devil drunkenness to give place to the devil wrath. One unperfectness shows me another to make me frankly despise myself.
Come, you are too severe a moraler. As the time, the place, and the condition of this country stands, I heartily wish this had not befallen. But since it is as it is, mend it for your own good.
I will ask him for my place again. He shall tell me I am a drunkard. Had I as many mouths as Hydra, such an answer would stop them all. To be now a sensible man, by and by a fool, and presently a beast. Oh, strange! Every inordinate cup is unblessed, and the ingredient is a devil.
Come, come, good wine is a good familiar creature. If it be well used, exclaim no more against it. And good lieutenant, I think you think I love you.
I have well approved it, sir. A drunk!
You or any man living may be drunk at a time, man. I'll tell you what you shall do. Our general's wife is now the general. May say so in this respect, for that he hath devoted and given himself to the contemplation, mark, and denotement of her parts and graces. Confess yourself freely to her. Importune her help to put you in your place again. She is a free, so kind, so apt, so blessed a disposition. She holds it a vice in her goodness not to do more than she is requested. This broken joint between you and her husband entreat her to splinter, and my fortunes against any lay worth naming, this crack of your love shall grow stronger than it was before.
You advise me well.
I protest in the sincerity of love and honest kindness.
I think it freely, and betimes in the morning I will beseech the virtuous Desdemona to undertake for me. I am desperate of my fortunes, if they check me here.
You are in the right. Good night, Lieutenant. I must to the watch. And what's he then that says I play the villain? When this advice is free, I give an honest, probable to thinking, and indeed the course. To win the Moor again, for 'tis most easy. The inclining Desdemona to subdue, in any honest suit, she framed as fruitful, as the free elements, and then for her, to win the Moor, were it to renounce his baptism. All seals and symbols of redeemed sin, his soul is so enfretted to her, she may make, unmake, do what she list. Even as her appetite shall play the god with his weak function, how am I then a villain? To counsel Cassio to the peril of course, directly to his good, divinity of hell, when devils with the blackest sins put on, they do suggest at first with heavenly shows, as they do now for whiles, the honest fool. Plies Desdemona to repair his fortunes, and she for him pleads strongly to the Moor. I'll pour the pestilence into his ear, that she repeals him for the body's lust. And by how much she strives to do him good, she shall undo her credit with the Moor. So I will turn her virtue into pitch, and out of her goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. Bye-bye. Did I look evil?
You look kind of scary. Just gonna say it. You look kind of scary.
I'm gonna cook.
But I want a cookie.
Are we done? Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right.
I'm not doing anymore.
Oh my cookie! I can put this in the bloopers.
We're gonna do bloopers?
I don't know, probably not.
We should.